Hi, this is part 2 of the Bouncy Unit instructions. I hope you've made some Bouncy Units. I have a number of them here. You want at least 5, I think, just to see if you know how to put them together. So I have 5 right here, and remember, this unit can make vertices of any degree you want. By degree here I mean how many units meet at a vertex. So degree 3 would be 3 units meeting at a vertex. I'm going to show you how to do that first, okay? And then we'll do a vertex of degree 5 to see what that looks like. And the rest you'll have to figure out on how to put them all together. So let's look down here. I got my units, okay? And you can remember you can make these units out of any paper you want. I've been using kami, that's white on one side, color on the other, but you can use you know, the kind of those memo cube squares you get from Staples and stuff. If you do that, you won't have this, it'd be white on the other side. It works just as well, though. Okay, I'm going to take 3 colors here. Let's try yellow, pink, and blue. And let's put these together. These go together a lot like fizz units, which is why I recommend people try doing that first. If you had X-ray vision, here's how it would go. I would insert, say, half of part of this blue unit into the pink unit, actually going from this angle like this. Okay, it would go in like that, and then the yellow would go into the blue, and the pink would go into the yellow. Okay, this doesn't look like much, but that's going to make actually a little pyramid in there. Okay, it's going to look like a pyramid on the other side, so it's like an inverted pyramid. Okay, but in order for this to all work, you actually have to tuck them inside, and it works exactly the same way as the fizz unit. You got these layers of paper on the side. So I'm going to stick this blue into this pink like that. Okay, so to do that I have to lift up part of the pink unit. I'm trying to do this from your perspective so you can see. So I lift up part of the pink there. See, I'm lifting up part of the pink. I'm going to slide the blue into it so that the crease lines line up. Okay, so I've just put blue inside pink. I slid it in like this. If I slide it out, you can kind of see there's a crease line going right down the middle that I made them line up with so I could slide it in. Okay, now I want to bring in the yellow unit. The pink is going to go into the yellow. Okay, so I need to open up a layer of the yellow. Now with these units, because we've divided into fifths, there's lots of layers here I could play with. I could do any one of these layers, but I always do the top one just because I think it looks better. And then I slide the pink into the yellow, just like I did the blue. And then I want to put the yellow inside the blue. So to do that, I think it's best if I hold, say, the pink and the yellow together with one hand, leaving my other hand free to open up part of the blue. So I'm trying to get my fingers around, so I'm coming at it from the other end of the unit, but I'm opening up part of the blue here, stick the yellow in there, and I still want the crease lines to work here, so I gotta make sure I shove the yellow in as far as it'll go. So I'm going to actually open it up a little bit more and shove. I sure hope you can see this well. Shove the yellow in so that it goes around. Actually tucking the yellow in, and then I can actually bend each unit back to emphasize that things are locked together. Okay, so the way this works is that like a whole one fifth, or yeah, I guess 1/5 of each unit is being locked into place, and this crease line here acts as a hook to go in there. That makes this really strong. Okay, this is a strong unit. If your units aren't strong, that means you didn't do it right. You should try it again. Okay, but this is what it would look like if 3 were together. This is a vertex of degree 3. Okay, yeah. Now what if I wanted to make a bigger vertex? Well, actually, let's do that. So I'm going to untuck my yellow. Okay. Now what's neat is because we have these creases here, I could actually collapse all this together. In fact, I'm going to do that just to show you what it looks like. On the white side, it'll kind of look like this. I've collapsed all the units together here. On the colored side, it looks like this. collapsed them all together. You can actually do that, and that's how you create room for other units. Okay, so I could add another unit on here to this yellow. Okay, I'm going to take this sage unit here, and I could put the yellow inside the sage, like that. So I'm going to open up the flap of the sage, get my fingers in there, and slide the yellow into the sage, like that. And then I could collapse up, and I kind of recommend, if you can, collapse these up to, because that really emphasizes the creases, how all those hooks are folding together. Okay, geez, I mean, you can just, collapse this whole thing together. See how you can make it as big as you want, you just keep adding stuff on here if you wanted. But I'm going to stop at 5. So now I have a orange unit, and I'm going to put the sage into the orange. So I open up a layer of the orange, slide the sage into there. Ta-da! And now I'd want to put that orange into the blue. So I do the same thing I did before. I kind of hold the sage and the orange together, open up some of the blue, try to get the orange in there and shove it around the blue's crease. Shove that in and around. Ta-da! And now I want to kind of flex all these creases together, okay? Because I don't want it to be too unsymmetric. There's a lot of kind of wiggle room here. But in the end, you'll have a nice 5-pointed star if you even things out nicely. And that's like one vertex of this model that I made here. Okay, if you look at one of these vertices, that's exactly this. Oops. Exactly that, okay? So then you can just keep on building onto this if you wanted, or you literally can do anything. You can literally do anything with this unit. Any polyhedral structure that you can conceive of, you just gotta pay careful attention to what degree vertex you have here, then what degree vertex you have next to it, and you just keep going around, and you can make anything. The smallest thing you can make out of these units, you can use, let's see, how many would it be? 6 units to make a tetrahedron. Okay, that's a tiny little thing, and it's rather hard, but they're all vertices degree 3, 6 units, because there are 6 edges to a tetrahedron. Tiny, I don't know if that doesn't look so good, but it works. It does work perfectly well. You can make an octahedron with 12 units, all vertices degree 4. You can make a cube, all vertices degree 3, also 12 units. Okay, and you can make lots of different things. You can make a pentagonal dipyramid with 2 vertices of degree 5, and then vertices of degree 4 where they all hook up. And, I mean, it looks kind of strange, but it does work. So you can literally do whatever you want with this unit. It's kind of fun. And this is a strong lock. I haven't experimented with going too crazy with it. I haven't tried vertices of degree 7 or 8. In theory, it should work. Feel free to experiment. And let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the origami.